Hello my friends, welcome back to another Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom video for you guys here on the channel. Today I'm going to be showing you guys how to get all of the past Zelda game weapons in Tears of the Kingdom. What I mean by that is we got the Fierce Deity sword. We have, of course, the Biggoron sword from Ocarina of Time. We have the Sea Breeze shield from Wind Waker. No, wait. Yeah, that is from Waker. Sea Breeze Boomerang from Wind Waker. Sword of the Hero, which was Ocarina, right? If I remember, or is that from the original Zelda? I can't remember. We have the Dusk bow, which I believe was from Twilight Princess, if I recall correctly. The White Sword of the Sky, which was from Skyward Sword. So things like that. I'm going to be showing you guys what I think is all of them. I hope I'm not missing any here in this video. If you do enjoy this one and appreciate this video, be sure to leave it a like. Really helps the channel. If you don't like it, let me know why so I can improve the content in the future. And without further ado, let's go ahead and jump straight into this. So for Fierce Deity, you're going to need the entire Fierce Deity set. Now, if you don't know how to get the set, which I will show you what it looks like right here on screen if I can find it, you're going to need to get the full set. So this is what it looks like once you get it. I'll link down in the description below. It's on my channel, how to get the entire set, because you're going to have to be wearing this to be able to get the Fierce Deity sword. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to head over here on the map. We're going to go over to Cephala Lake. You can get there either from the Eldon Canyon Skyview Tower or from the Ulri Mountain Skyview Tower. Just going to go over here and we're going to a cavern back here. Now I've already gotten it. I'm gonna I guess throw maybe some B-roll footage over top once we get there, but essentially you're gonna go here. You're gonna see this whole smokestack. There's gonna be these two guys that are probably gonna be hanging out over here, and what you're gonna do is you're just basically gonna walk right into this cave over here. And when you get in here, you're going to go straight and then we're going to go to the right. So as soon as we walk in wearing the Fierce Deity set, this door here is going to open up. That's why you need to be wearing it. You're going to go back here. There's going to be a treasure chest on this pedestal. You're going to open it and you're going to get the Fierce Deity sword. Now, if you do ever break any of these weapons, they're repurchasable at any of the Brethren, which has to do with the depths. One of them you could actually, well, actually you cannot buy it at this one. One of them is located at Lookout Landing Skyview Tower. The rest are located down in the depths below. I'll link it down as a whole other guide in the description, which will go through that, but I'll mention it later on in the video, show you the locations at the end of this video as well. So that's the Fierce Deity sword, the Fierce Deity sword, and we can move on to the next one. All right, so next up is going to be the Biggoron sword. We're going to go all the way north into the Akala region, very, very, very far north, and it's Skull Lake. There's going to be a chasm right here, Skull Lake Chasm. What we're going to do is we're actually going to drop down this chasm. We're going to go all the way down, and at the very bottom, we're going to end up encountering a boss. There's going to be a boss right here. There it is. So there's going to be a boss right here. There's going to be a treasure chest there. What you're going to have to do is you're going to have to go ahead and you're going to have to defeat all these enemies first. So let me go ahead and do that. And once you defeated them all, the Stalinox is going to go ahead and spawn in. Not spawn in, but it's going to come to life. Now, we can do a bunch of damage on it before it actually puts itself together, but I don't have a bow here. Hold on here. Let me get a bow equipped. We're going to go ahead. We're going to shoot it. And hopefully do easy work. There you go. Easy work. Finish off the eye. There it is. And it is done. It's going to go ahead. It's going to blow up or whatever. There's going to be some stuff. We can grab the stuff. But more importantly, we're going to have a chest. And in that chest, we walk on over it real quick and we open it up. We're going to find the Biggoron sword. Right there, Biggoron sword, a legendary great sword forged by a Goron craftsman for a hero who traveled through time. This is from Ocarina of Time. Exceptionally sharp, cutting edge is a testament to the craftsman mastery. So there it is right there. That's what it looks like, the Biggoron sword. And we can move on to the next one. So the next one's going to be the Sea Breeze shield location. I'll show you guys on the map. So we're going to go to this chasm over here. So in the Lanayru wetlands, the closest Skyview tower is probably Sahasra, or this one up here, the Eldon Canyon one. You're just going to go down here. You're going to drop down this chasm. When you drop down this chasm, you're going to make your way over through here. There's going to be a Lightroot here. That's where I'm going to start from. And then we're going to kind of make our way through right over here into this area over here. So we're going to go from this Lightroot here. I'm going to speed the clip up for the sake of time, but I still wanted to show you guys at least some of the path going from this Lightroot. Again, if you don't know about all the Lightroots, I have a whole other video on that on the channel already as well, which may hopefully help you guys out for that. All right, so right here in the back end of Tabal Grove, you're going to see that there's going to be a tree stump. Inside this tree stump is going to be the Sea Breeze shield. A shield said to have been the favorite of a hero who traveled to open seas. It was apparently a family heirloom passed down through many generations. And you can see what it looks like right there. Absolutely beautiful. One more time on the map, I'll show you guys real quick. Again, you can see the tree stump, kind of like the outline of it right here in Tabal Grove, right there in the depths. Moving on to the next one. All right, so next up is going to be the Sea Breeze Boomerang, going with the Wind Waker theme. Now, the closest chasm, unfortunately, is probably going to be this one right here. So right in the Hyrule Ridge area, northern part, just kind of west of Lindor's Brow, you're going to drop down this chasm to go into the depths. And you're going to make your way through the north here. So you're just going to kind of make your way up north. And it's quite the trek. And we're going to end up here at Hebra Canyon Mine. Now, if you already have the light route over here unlocked, then you're pretty much good to go. If not, you're going to have to make this very long trek over. But you can see that I'm right here. Again, this is the mine in the top left corner of the depths map. You can see it right where it is here. So going from this light route, we're just going to proceed just straight ahead. And in the mine, it should be right below us to slightly right over here. We're going to drop down over here, and it's just going to be right there in front of me. So hold on, let's just make our way over there real quick. I did mark this one on the map because I went to go grab it at an earlier date, and thankfully I didn't have any inventory space because I want to show you guys the gameplay anyways, picking it up as part of this guide. So we're going to go over here. We're going to pick up this chest, or not pick it up, but open it up. And pick up the Sea Breeze Boomerang. Boomerang said to have been used by a hero who traveled the Great Sea. It smells faintly of salt water. What a great game. Honestly, what a great game. There it is. The Boomerang. Look at that. All right, well, there's the Sea Breeze Boomerang. Again, one more time on the map. You can see it is up here in the top left corner at the Hebra Mine, which I can now delete that icon. Moving on to the next one. All right, so this one's going to be the Sword of the Hero. So this one, you're going to make your way over to this chasm over here, which is going to be just east of the Gerudo Skyview Tower. It's going to be the River of the Dead area, the Great Plateau West Chasm. So this is kind of like the snowy region here of the Great Plateau. You're going to go down here, and when you drop down into the depths, you're just going to make your way through this path right here, just kind of like a little bit west, then up north, and you're going to this spot right here, Daylight Grove. You can actually see an X there because I found a little secret hidden thing that told me the location of the treasure. Real quick, I'm actually going from this shrine, not shrine, light route right here, just so you guys know where I'm coming from. So we're gonna go from here. Thankfully, I got a big marker on the map that was put there for me. Like I said, you can find these kind of like secret messages in a bottle and different things like that that'll tell you, that'll mark a location of some of these places on the map. So that's always useful. You don't need to do that though, just as a kind of I guess clarification, rather. You do not need to do that. As you've seen with the other ones, we didn't need to do that. So you just come straight here. You don't need any kind of hint to get there, besides the one that I'm giving you right now. Open up the chest inside of this tree trunk once again. If you ever see these tree trunks, one of the Shure things is to just kind of check inside of it. Unfortunately, I can't carry any more melee weapons, so I'm just going to drop this. It served me well. But now I got the Sword of the Hero, and we can move on to the next location. Wait, sorry, forgot to show you guys it. This is what it looks like, the Sword of the Hero. You can see it. It's very shiny, like very, very shiny. That's what it looks like. And now we can move on to the next one. All right, so next up is going to be the Dusk Bow from Twilight Princess. We're going to go north from Lookout Landing. We're going to launch out of this Skyview Tower, and we're just going to glide all the way north. Now, of course, you can make some Zonai devices as well to get over here, but we're basically going up to the upper area, the elevated, levitating Hyrule Castle, if you will. And so from here, you can actually see where I am on the map. So this is the front gate. This is the front entrance. This is where the hall is. And right above it here, where I'm standing, I made my way up already part way, is going to be a tower. It's the tallest tower in the whole entire area. Now, the reason I started making my way up here is because, unfortunately for me, it's raining in my game right now. So if it's raining, you can again just use kind of like a Zonai device, like you see right there. There's a great one. I'll show you guys how to make one in a second. Let me try to make my way up this a little bit more if I can, so I can show you the exact location and not waste your time watching me struggle to climb a rainy brick wall. Okay, so we basically got to go to the very top of this tower. Again, I'll show you exactly where I am. It's kind of like it's like the middle area, right, of the sanctum. The sanctum would be right below me. I'll glide down and show you guys exactly where I am after we get this. But at the very, very top here, thankfully stopped raining, you can see tucked away in this kind of broken crevice. That's the top right there. We can go ahead, we can pick it up, and that is going to be the Dusk bow, a bow that's been in the royal family for ages, said to have been used by a princess who fought beasts of Twilight. It forcefully fires long-range arrows. So, that's pretty epic as well. Remember, keep in mind, any of these are going to be, you know, obviously reobtainable if you do break them. It's just going to cost you some pose. And again, I'll explain that later on in the video. So that's the Dusk bow. Let me just show you one more time. Again, if you climb all the way to the top here, I'll give you guys a little bit more of an aerial view, which is also ironically the highest you can go in all of Hyrule, by the way, as far as I'm aware. Well, the highest besides, you know, the Skyview area. But, all right, so this is what it looks like right here. This is what the tower looks like. If I just jump down, let me show you. So it's on this side. And if I back up here, you can see that the entrance is right there. The entrance to the kind of like the throne room, if you will. So right up there, this is the tower. Again, it's the tallest tower. It's the middle tower of the throne room. It sits directly above the throne room. And again, you're going to be going kind of on the northwest side of it. If I drop down, you can see this is the throne room right there. One last thing, if you have auto build, you can create something like this, which is going to be pretty handy dandy. So, you know, create something like that. It's just basically 2 fans and a control stick in between the two. I've seen Austin John do it. It's brilliant. And this thing can zoom you up to places that you need to go. So that's one way to get up here. Anyways, that is the Dusk bow. All right, so next up we got the Dusk Claymore, which is basically the Sage's sword from Twilight Princess. Now, for this one, we're going to be going over to Thyflo Ruins, I believe is how you pronounce it, Thyflo Ruins Skyview Tower. It's located just north of the Korok Forest. We're going right here. Quick little spoiler warning. You do have to have all 4 sages from the temples with you. I'm not sure if I actually have to pull them out yet or not, but I do know that you need them with you. So I might have to end up pulling them out. If I do, and you don't want any kind of spoilers like that, then go ahead and skip this portion and come back later on once you've done all the temples. And then you can come back to this because then you'll be ready to get this weapon. All right, if you're still here, we're going to proceed. So we're going to go up to Thyflo Ruins, and just from the Skyview Tower here, we're going to go just to this guy over here, and he's got a little bit of side quest for you. He's got a bunch of research going on, so we're just going to kind of skip ahead through this, and basically what he's gonna do is he's gonna give us some research to check out. So we're gonna say let me help, just kind of start off the quest. Anyways, we're gonna skip through this. You can read it for yourself when you do the quest yourself. And he says, all right, dive right in. All right, so let's go ahead and dive right in. Again, we're gonna need to be using the sage's abilities. So yes, we are gonna be having to pull the sages out. So we have 4 different tablets. Now, if you don't have all 4 sages, then all these tablets are not going to be here. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, and we're going to go ahead and start with 1 at a time. So let's go ahead and read them all. So there's the Sage of the Wind, and it tells you basically to display it to the dragons. Anyways, you don't really need to read this because I'm going to be showing you guys all the location. That's going to start off that side adventure right there. So we can go ahead and start off this one. So this one's not actually too difficult to do. I believe actually, was it here? It might be here. Let me just double check. Well, what we got to do is basically use the power of the Sage Wind. So we're going to go like that. We're going to blow at this owl statue just kind of behind where he is at right here. And it's going to go ahead and lift up this area, and there's going to be a chest underneath. No, the chest is not the Dusk Claymore, unfortunately. Let me show you what is in the chest, in case you do want to pick it up. It's only going to be, unfortunately, well, maybe fortunately for you, sapphire. Okay, so we're getting 3 sapphires. So go ahead, pick that up, and we'll go ahead to the next sage. Okay, so we're going to go back. We're going to go read the second tablet, and we're going to see that we have to display the power of the Sage of Fire. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and going to read all of the rest of these tablets just to get the side adventures started, just so we don't have to make our way back here every single time. So the second one's going to be fire. The third one's going to be water. And then, of course, you know that the fourth one is going to be So there you go, the 6 dragons. The 4th one is going to be the electric, I guess it would be called. Sage of Lightning, excuse me. The Sage of Lightning. Okay, so we got all those good to go. We're going to do these in order. So again, we did the wind. Next up, we're going to do the fire one. All right, so going right from the location where we got the tablets, we're going to head up here. Also, make sure that you all actually have the Sage activated. I'm just going to bring them all out with me just so they're ready to go. So we're going to go up here. Now, if it's raining, it might be a little bit slippery, so do keep that in mind. You also have a Korok puzzle right here. Again, we're just going to go a little bit more west. It's technically west. We're going to be going right here. So see this spot right here? We're going to go right here. We're going to wait for our Goron friend, which is going to be the Sage that we're going to need. Because, again, this is going to be fire. And we're just going to shoot him down in between these 2 dragon things here. And it's going to go ahead and activate the thing. Whatever this is called. I don't know. The stone is going to come up from the ground, is what I'm trying to say. And we're going to have another treasure chest. So in this chest, we're going to go ahead. We're going to open it up. And what we're going to be getting here is going to be rubies. We get 3 rubies. Okay, so that's going to be the corridor between the 2 dragons complete. Next up, we're going to do the water sage, which we're going to make our way towards kind of like this area over here. So going from where we are right now, we're just going to go this way. And we're going to find... Let me get over here. Right over here. Okay, so right here, we're going to find... There's going to be like this little like island here. So what we're going to do is we're going to activate... Sidon. We're going to go in the middle here. The correct way to do it is to power up and spin. We got to do a spin. There you go. Sorry. I just got a little too ahead of myself. Got a little too excited. Okay. Happens to the best of us. So we're going to go ahead. Again, the chest is going to go ahead and spawn right here. We're just going to go proceed forward. There's going to be mud. Maybe you're not going to make it. Maybe we will. Yeah, we're going to make it. And we're probably getting opal. Is it opal? I don't know. I'm live comming this. Opal times 5. We're getting more and more every single time. Okay, 6 dragons complete. From here, we're going to go down to sort of like this area right about here. Just because I'm super lazy, I'm going to spawn over at the tower and we'll take it from there. All right, so from the tower, we're going to go ahead and head over to our marker, which, yeah, it's going to be the red one here. Just want to make sure because I also have a yellow marker on the map somewhere else. I wanted to make sure it wasn't going the wrong way. And we're going to head just over here. Going to make it to the other side of this area. Just here. So you can see that there's a little kind of platform here. Just like the platforms that kind of raise up. There's also an enemy here that we're going to try our best to avoid. So what we're going to want to do is activate the electric. And we're going to shoot the electric. Or shoot an arrow when the electric thing is covering the platform. Right at the platform. And then it's going to go ahead and it is going to raise up and we're going to be good to go. So we're going to be able to grab our chest, which I'm assuming should be topaz. Oh boy. Well, they're doing good work taking care of that. Let's go ahead and open the chest. Yeah, topaz times 3. And now we are done all 4 riddles. So we can proceed and finally go ahead and get our sword. So we can see something's happening here. Something is elevating from the ground. And of course, we're going to have to head over there and investigate. Excuse me, investigate. So let's go over there right now. All right, so the location that the thing just kind of opened up at is going to be right here. So kind of like the northeast section of it. So right there. So from the tower, you're just going to kind of head like directly east practically. And then we're just going to go ahead and make our way down here. And we're going to see there's a bunch of stuff. There's a stone tablet. Let's just go read that real quick. He says, hey, hello, are you down there? Oh, okay. Well, we should have just opened our chest first. Okay, so I just skipped all that dialogue because it's extremely spoilery. So we're not going to show you guys that. You can see it for yourself. Very, very spoilery. But we're going to get a large Zonai charge. And then he's also going to give us a big battery as well. And we're going to get a diamond. I already have a lot of diamonds. But hey, I don't mind getting an extra diamond. Anyway, so there's all these Zonai artifacts and all that good stuff. So anyways, he's going to be sticking around. We can talk to him. And that is the side adventure complete. All we're going to do is go ahead, open up the treasure chest right here. Which is what we should have probably done to start with. And we got the Dusk Claymore, which apparently I can't hold. So unfortunately, I'm going to have to drop something. I don't really want to drop anything because I kind of like everything that I have here. But I guess I'll drop this. I guess I will drop this for the Dusk Claymore, and we'll take a look at it. Look at that. Look at that thing. It's so crazy. So that's the Dusk Claymore. Look at that. It's like the same sword that penetrated Ganondorf's chest, his heart, I think it was, or was it the center of his chest in Twilight Princess when the sages locked him in the mirror. Yeah, it was crazy. Anyways, there you guys have it. Sorry, I was kind of nerding out for a minute. Dusk Claymore. That one's complete. We can move on to the next one. All right, so for the next weapon, there's going to be the Great White Sword of the Sky. This one's going to be a little bit more complicated. We're going to have to do multiple steps. We're going to have to get some dragon claws. So if you ever see dragons, by the way, shoot them with the claw, pick up the dragon claw. I'll show you where their locations are as we go through this and do that bit by bit. But what we're going to do first, we have to go to the Forgotten Temple. So make your way over here to the kind of northern section here. We got to go over here to the Forgotten Temple. Before we do any of this, I have a shrine right here. The entrance is right here. Again, there's like a big chasm. It's at the tip of the chasm. Once we get here, we're going to see the giant goddess statue that's knocked over in the back. We got to go ahead and examine it. It's going to say the goddess statue has been toppled. Once you do that, we're pretty much good to go to the next part. So the next part, you're going to be able to go ahead and see where the path of the ice dragon, sorry, Majora, I believe is what it's called, is going to be over here. So right by Mount Lanayru, there's a chasm to the right beside it. It's going to come out of this chasm and it's going to kind of fly in this sort of path here. So it's going to go kind of like southish. It's just going to go sort of around Hataneo. I don't know if it goes in above or in front or below. I'm not really sure. Just that general area. It's going to kind of cut down here. It's going to cut over here, kind of circle back up and go into the chasm at Kakariko Village. And then it's going to go into the depths. It's going to kind of circle all the way around here and it's going to come back out again in Mount Lanayru and rinse and repeat. So go ahead, when you find the dragon, just shoot it in the claw. Try to be as close as you can. Put a save right as you see the dragon. So as soon as you spot the dragon, put down a save, because if you shoot the claw and the claw falls and you're not able to snatch it in time, it's going to go somewhere, it's going to disappear, and that's going to suck, and then you have to wait again. So just make sure you put down a save. Once you're able to actually pick up the claw, you shoot the claw when it's the claw that's going to be glowing, at least it should be glowing, and then you pick it up right off the claw as soon as it drops. You just kind of glide over, and then you're good to go. We have the claw. Now, the next thing we're going to do is head over to the Goddess Statue of Wisdom, which is going to be over on Mount Lanayru. So let's go ahead and go to the Mount Lanayru Skyview Tower, and I'll see you guys when we get there. All right, so going from the Mount Lanayru Skyview Tower, we're literally just going to drop straight down off the edge here. So you can see right here, there's a goddess statue. And again, you have to have talked to the Forgotten Temple one before you do any of these. It doesn't matter which one you're starting with. We go ahead and talk to them. We're going to tell whatever one it is. If you're doing courage first, whatever. I'm just doing wisdom first. It's basically that it's toppled. These are little ill tidings, devout swordsman. That is a mother goddess statue. I implore you to help me to restore her. Seek the blue spirit Najra who chills the air around. We can ask what that is, but I already know, so we don't have to do it. So what we're going to do here is we're going to go ahead. We're going to drop a claw. We're going to hold it. We're going to drop it right here. And as soon as we drop it right on this little area here, and it's going to go ahead and it says, "Thank you, devout swordsman. I have sent a measure of my strength to the mother goddess statue. For this pious deed, I shall bestow you upon you a small blessing." We're going to get sapphire, and that is going to be the wisdom one done. And we're going to have to do the two next ones. All right, so next up we have the Goddess Statue of Courage. We're going to have to find Farosh, if I'm saying it right, Farosh, whatever, which is going to be the Thunder Dragon. Now, I'll show you the route for Farosh. It's going to basically come out of this chasm right here. And it's going to go kind of like north. So it's going to kind of go up here, and then it's going to kind of cut across down here, kind of where I'm at. And then it's going to go ahead and it's going to pop into this chasm. It's going to go down here in the depths. So it's going to go from here to here, and it's going to go all the way over here. Then it's going to come up out of here, and it's going to kind of circle around. Does that make sense? So as per usual, once you see the dragon, try to get as close as you can. Try to mark a save, drop a save if you can. We're going to get nice and close to the dragon. We're going to go ahead. We're going to pop the claw there, and we're going to grab the claw. Now we have Farosh's claw, and we're good to go. I can show you guys where to go for the Goddess Statue of Courage. All right, so for the goddess statue of courage, we're going to go from Poplar Foothill Skyview Tower, and we're just going to kind of go southeast-ish. There's a shrine right here up on the mountain in Poplar Foothills. We're going to the northern section of Dracozu Lake, however you pronounce it. So we're just going to go ahead. We're going to pop down right over here, and just at the bottom here, underneath this like little awning or whatever, we're going to find the statue, and it's going to be the same thing. We're just going to basically have to talk to it, and go ahead, hold this down, put it here, and, well, actually, we got to pray to it first. So we're going to talk to it. It's going to say this whole thing, seek the spirit Farosh. Okay, great, awesome, we got that done. Now we've actually started the side quest for this. We're going to hold it. We're going to place it down. I got you your claw. And we're good to go. So again, you got to make sure to talk to it first. Again, if this was the first one you went to, make sure you have to, we're getting topaz, by the way. Make sure you have to talk to the big statue, the mother statue in the Forgotten Temple first, or else none of these are going to actually progress. So anyways, we're done this one. We can move on to the third and final goddess statue. All right, so the third one's going to be the Goddess Statue of Power. This is going to be Dinral's route. This is going to be the Fire Dragon. We're going to be in the Akala Death Mountain region. It's going to spawn out of this chasm right here, the East Akala Plains, East Akala Plains Chasm, right to the east of Ulri Mountain Skyview Tower. It's basically going to make this path here. So it's going to kind of go up around here-ish. And it's going to kind of just hook down here, and then it's going to hook all the way down into this chasm. Then it's going to go into the depths, and in the depths it's going to kind of make the same route but except backwards. So it's going to go down here, it's going to go all the way down around here to this chasm, and then it's going to come out of this chasm and repeat and rinse and repeat. So anyways, once you find Dinral, you can go ahead and get the claw. Now what I will recommend is that you guys have some kind of fireproof resistant gear, such as the one that you get in Death Mountain, as it will help you greatly because this is a pretty hot dragon. So we're going to go ahead as per usual, drop down a save. Again, make sure you drop down that save because if you accidentally mess this up, you're going to want that save. I waited a very, very, very long time for this dragon, and I am not about ready to mess this up. Okay, it just dropped on me. It just dropped on me. There it is. It's going. I got it. I got it. What a clutch. We got it. All right, sweet. Okay, now that we got the dragon claw, let me show you guys where to go. All right, so for the location of the final goddess statue, it's going to be in the northeast in the Akala region, typically where we were for the Dinral claw. You can see Spring of Power right here. It's just kind of north east-ish of the Ulri Mountain Skyview Tower. So we're going to spawn in right here. Well, not spawn in here. We're going to go over here. Again, we're going to pray at the statue. It's going to let us know about Dinral, just so we can activate the quest. We're going to go ahead. We're going to grab the claw in our inventory. Where's the claw here? Is this it? No, that's the wrong one. There you go. That's it. We're going to hold it. We're going to drop it. And we're going to go ahead and activate the final statue. So again, it's going to talk about the fact that it's going to give power to the mother statue. It's going to give us a ruby. With your aid, a measure of our strength has gone to restore the mother goddess statue who dwells in the vast canyon. You should make a pilgrimage there in tribute. So once you've done the third one, which is the goddess statue of power, well, this one is power for me. You could do it in any order. We're going to get the side quest, the mother goddess statue. So we're going to have to make our way all the way back to the Forgotten Temple. So let's go ahead and do that right now. All right, so once we get back, the statue has been restored by some miraculous happening. We can see it's sparkling and everything. So we're going to go up to it. We're going to hit pray. And we are going to see this cutscene play out here. It's pretty crazy, and basically gonna thank us for restoring it, and gonna give us the white sword of the sky, a sword said to have once belonged to a hero from the sky. Its beautiful white blade stands out. When it's wielded, a strange yet heavenly breeze kicks up around you. The interesting thing about this blade, by the way, is it's technically the Master Sword, but before the Master Sword got powered up. If you guys ever played Skyward Sword, you know what I mean. It's the pre-Master Sword blade, but basically this is what the Master Sword started out as, is this blade right here, which is really insane. So anyways, that's the white, sorry, what was it called again? The white sword of the sky, which is actually the final piece, the final one that we got here. So again, we have, of course, the Biggoron's sword. We got the Sea Breeze Boomerang, the sword of the hero. We have, what was it for the shield? Yeah, the Sea Breeze shield. And of course, the, where is it now? Oh, there it is. The Dusk bow. We have the Dusk bow. So that's it, my friends. That is is all the old Zelda weapons that you can get in the game without any amiibo. Without any amiibo. That's the kicker about this one. You can do it without any amiibo. It feels a lot more rewarding in that sense. You don't just scan in the amiibo and get it. But hopefully this helped you out. We got one more thing to show you, which is how can you repurchase all of these items once they break. Let me explain that really quick before we close out this video. Alright, so if you want to buy multiple versions of these weapons or just repurchase them if you break them, there's these things called bargainer statues in the depths. You're going to use Poes. Poes are like a currency you collect. They're like these blue like orb floaty things in the depths that you can collect. I got a bunch of guides on all that stuff. We're not going to go too much into that. But the bargainer statues look like this. They're not going to be marked until you encounter one, but there's one here. There's going to be one over here in the depths. There's two. There's one, I think, no, that's not it. There's one right over here. So that's going to be 3. There is one right here, which is going to be 4. There's going to be one right here, which is going to be 5. And there's one in the Great Abandoned Central Mine, which is going to be 6. Now there is one, like I said, over here in Lookout Landing above ground, but that one doesn't seem to sell or resell any of this gear. So if you go to one of these statues and you talk to it, you're going to see that you're able to buy a bunch of stuff with the Pose, a lot of useful stuff. If you want to know how to unlock all the dark hood, the dark tunic and the hood, their tunic of the depths and the tunic of the memories and all that, I have guides for that on the channel. Same thing with all these other amiibo gear. Again, I got all this without amiibo. I have the amiibo, but I got it all in game. Rather than scanning in the amiibo. But if I go to the very bottom here, you can see all the weapons are here. So 120 for the Sea Breeze Shield, 100 for the Sea Breeze Boomerang, 160 for the Fierce Deity Sword. Biggoron Sword is going to be 150. Sword of the Hero is 100. The only one I don't actually see in here is the White Sword. Which kind of makes me nervous because all these are repurchasable, but maybe the White Sword isn't here, and the Dusk Bow actually. Maybe those are not here because I haven't broke them yet. The Fierce Deity Sword I don't currently actually have on my person, but again, that's how you're going to be able to repurchase them. So that's pretty much it. Well, guys, I hope this video helped you guys out. That is all the old Zelda gear that you can get. Well, not the gear, but the weaponry specifically. If you want to get the gear like this Twilight Princess outfit that I'm wearing, I have guides for all those sets up on the channel. But I figured, let me just make one single video for all the weapons. So I hope you guys did appreciate this one. If you did, leave it a like. Really helps with the channel. If you didn't like it, let me know why so that I can improve the content in the future. Improve the content. Can't pronounce things correctly today. And I hope to see you guys soon. Another one. Let me know which one is your favorite weapon out of all of these weapons. We got, again, the Dusk Bow, the Fierce Deity Sword, the Sea Breeze Shield, the Sea Breeze Boomerang, the Biggoron Sword, the Sword of the Hero, and the White Sword of the Sky. So again, let me know which one is your favorite, and I hope to see you guys soon in another one. Till then, my friends, game on, and thanks for watching.